my name is Nat, and I'm here with my friend Savannah. We are going to be talking about her project for the Project Gallery. So go ahead, tell us what your project is and what inspires you to create it.
So my project is portraits with mixed media. So what inspires me to create these portraits would be just pictures of, I like to go off of pictures of people that I think look cool or different. I really like pictures that use a lot of contrast. I really like capturing cool looking highlights and shadows on people's faces. I think it's fun.
Very cool. So tell us a little bit about the process of creating your portraits from start to finish, kind of where do you begin and how you get to where you're going.
I like to start with just kind of like an outline or just like a very basic shape of where things go, and I tend to build from dark to light. So I always do like the highlights last and then like the dark shadows, because the shadows can kind of help shape where everything is going to go, and then I just build lighter and lighter and lighter, and that kind of works with every medium that I use.
That's very interesting. I've learned that a little bit in spray painting too, because at first it was like trying to make everything look perfectly shaded by adding the light and then like outlining it with the shading or something, but it is like so much easier to just start with the shading and then add the light in, so that's really cool. What resources do you are needed to do your project?
I like to use reference photos. I like to use all kinds of different mediums, so like color pencils, crayons, paints, charcoals, anything like that.
Right, very cool. How long have you been doing art and doing portraits in particular?
I've been doing art since I was probably 3 years old, and that was when I started doing portraits. There's like a picture I drew of like my family, and they're all just like little squares with smiley faces in them. But yeah, from then I would try to draw like animals. I went through a phase where I drew houses a lot, but portraits was the thing that I like stuck with.
That you're really drawn to.
Mm-hmm.
That's super cool. What would you say your favorite part of creating your work has been?
If I'm drawing someone that's like that I know in real life, my favorite part is showing them the picture.
Oh, that's cool.
There was one time I work with autistic children, and there was this one kid who he really wanted this drawing done of himself, and so I drew a picture of him, and when I handed it to him, he was so excited. He had to show all of his friends, and it was just it made my day. I love when people see a drawing of themselves that they really like.
That's really cool. How do you plan to continue to develop your skills going forward? Do you have any particular plans for that?
I've been trying to like push myself to draw something outside of portraits, and lately I've kind of thought like, why? Like I can just stick to drawing portraits because it's what I love to do, and I don't really have an interest outside of that. So I guess my plan is to just keep doing what I'm doing. I want to focus more on oil paints and acrylic paints.
Oh, that would be really cool. Mm-hmm. That'd be really cool. I painted one time with oil paint. Me and my best friend did like a Bob Ross painting, but with oil paints because I'd never done it before. And it took over a year to dry because we didn't realize like we had to put something in it. Like it was awful. She put it in a drawer, and like 6 months later we came and we're like, oh, it should be finally dry. And I like touched it and like added the paint on my finger, and I was like, wow.
Jeez.
But yeah, apparently there's something that you're supposed to put with oil paint to make it dry, but we didn't. So it's just straight oil paint, and it's never been dry. But yeah, okay. So what advice would you give to someone who wanted to get into portraits?
I would say practice on real people in real life instead of a picture, because there's so much detail that you can capture, and it also taught me how to draw fast because people move a lot without even realizing it. So I think that's a really good place to start, is draw real people in real life.
That's smart.
A little bit creepy, but
you know, just draw people.
Yeah, just draw people without them
Go
knowing.
to a park, draw.
Exactly.
That's awesome. So what do you hope to accomplish in this project gallery?
I really am interested in seeing all the other projects. I think they're really cool, and I really like to be a part. It's fun to like join an art community of people that are creating things that are completely different from what I'm creating, but just as cool. So I really like being a part of something.
Cool. Well, that's why we're doing it. I say we like I have a whole team or something. That's why I'm doing it. I like having a community of people. So very cool. So voting is going to take place on June 24th. It will go till the 28th. So definitely go out and vote. You can vote for Savannah. You can check out the other projects too. If you want to follow us on Instagram, me on Instagram, I keep doing that like I'm some PR rep. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's The Official Network. And then in the link in my bio, I have my website, and you can go look there and see the other projects, or you can just scroll through Instagram. We post them all. So very cool. Do you want to promote anything? Or do you just want to?
You can also follow my Instagram if you would like. Casey Cake. KCKAKE.
Yeah. Underscore. Right?
Underscore.
Yes. Perfect. So follow Savannah.
Yes.
Follow The Official Network. And definitely make sure to vote. Winners will be announced June 30th. So we're excited. Okay, thank you guys.